Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomacher. Thanks for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't already, go on down and hit subscribe. We'll wait. Give them a minute, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, we are here at the 3rd annual Book Obsessed Babes author signing event. Book Obsessed Babes author signing event. BOBASE, Jacksonville. Thank you so much to Tyra Wiles for having us come on in here. We are here hanging with Mizera.
Yes.
Did I do that right?
Yes, you did.
Not bad.
I'm impressed.
See? I'm impressive. Did you see? Did you hear? The author of Salvation's Inferno.
Yes.
And
other books.
Sundry. So, I'll tell you what. This is part of one of 2 series.
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about this series.
So this is my latest series. This is the first book. Right now it's meant to be a 3-book series. It's a little bit, my other series is sports romance. This one is a little darker, a little more erotic, but it has an underlying theme of acceptance. So regardless of whether you have a bedroom kink or maybe if you're part of the LGBTQ community, acceptance, you know, how love is the underlying theme. And you shouldn't be thinking about what it looks like to others. It should just be what's in here.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Love is what it is.
Exactly.
And best message ever. Because that's the message, I think, for 90% of literature is we're human beings.
Yes.
This is our condition. This is how we are. This is who we are. Deal.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
And so. What inspired this particular series? What made you want to do that kind of story?
You know, there's a lot of romance out there, and all of it is lovely because we write for readers to give them a chance to escape, and I think, especially, well, romance readers love to fall in love. This was, the main character in this book is Dante. He was a secondary character in one of the other books, and even though he was kind of an alpha and kind of a jerk in the other book, he took the heroine from that series under his wing to protect her when some things were going on in her life. And so many of my readers fell in love with him for that, even though he wasn't really a big part of the book. He was just a friend. I thought, let me put Dante into a book, but his character was so dark and so different. Not just the happy-go-lucky falling in love.
It really had to have its own.
It needed to have its own edge to it. And he's a little bit kinky and into some threesomes and into some BDSM. And when he meets this really sweet, innocent girl that changes his life, he's trying to help her come to terms with the fact that it's okay to be kinky and you can still be a monogamous, loving couple. And then someone from his past comes around and starts threatening her and then starts threatening him, and you know, they go through some stuff together. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give it away.
Yeah. No spoilers here. You got to get the book if you want to know the rest.
That's exactly.
Right? But you did say something that'll lead me right into my next question, which is going to be, this is the 2nd series. This is the first book in the 2nd series.
Yes.
So let's rewind. The first series, where this lovely fella came from. Tell us about that one.
So the first series is sports romance. It is a fictional NHL team. I was a sports journalist for a while, on and off for a long time, and I love hockey. And so I thought, let me put my love of hockey with my love of romance. And my books, they're all standalones, but the characters recur. So the guys from the earlier books will come back and show up in the later books. So it's a lot more fun if you read them in order, but you don't have to.
So you can swap them around.
You can swap them around, but then you'll see somebody who's already a couple, and you're like, oh, how did they get together? And then so you could go back and read it.
Okay. So that was just a great way to merge your passions.
Yes, yes.
Your love of writing, your love of romance, your love of sports.
Yes.
Put
And
them all
my
together.
next series that isn't out yet, the first book will be out this summer sometime, merges two other things I love. My mother is Greek, so I'm half Greek.
Okay.
And I spend a lot of time in Greece. And the new series will be called Romancing Greece. And each book will take place in a different city in Greece.
Cool.
Yeah, so the first one will be Athens, and the second one will be Santorini.
Very cool.
Yes.
So travel, Greece, romance,
Hot guys.
Hot guys. It's got it all. And you guys haven't bought this yet? What's wrong with you? Go to the links below. We're going to put links down there for all of Kat's social media, websites, where to find her books, all of that stuff. So we talked about the books. That's what we do. That's good.
Yes.
Now, this is my favorite part.
Okay.
This is the segment of the show we call clickbait.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you some entirely ridiculous questions that have been farmed from the web.
Okay.
And then your real life answers is going to give us a headline that's going to get us 1 million views and sell hundreds of thousands of books.
Okay.
But in order for that to happen, I got to look up there and find out what card they pulled from the pile.
Okay.
It's not my fault. I don't even pick them. Okay.
I'm good. I'm pretty easy. Oh.
Really? Favorite hockey team?
Okay, let's go Florida Panthers.
No-brainer. What's that?
Florida Panthers.
We're in Florida.
We're in Florida.
Panthers, okay.
I don't live here now, but I am a native Floridian, born in Miami Beach, raised in Fort Lauderdale, and that's my team.
All right. Florida Panthers' favorite hockey team. If you were a candy bar, what would you be and why?
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm like Barbara Walters, baby. I'm gonna get deep.
I think I would have to be a Snickers bar.
A Snickers bar.
Because it's got a little bit of nuts, so it's nutty. It's got chocolate, and who doesn't love chocolate? It's got caramel, which is my favorite thing in the world as far as dessert type things.
Got it all.
It's got it all, just like me.
Just like these books, just like this author. Kat Mizera is with us. Got it all. If you were sent to space to live on the space station for a year, and you could only take 3 of your own things with you, what would they be? And you can't take that guy. I gotta stop her somewhere, guys.
Okay. Do we take anything for granted, or am I living on the space station with nothing?
Oh, whatever they have, you know, they got food and stuff like that, so don't worry about that. Take your fun stuff.
My Kindle.
Yeah.
Hello, who's gonna go?
Yeah.
I could put 500 or 600 books on there, so you know.
There you go.
I hope that would last a year. I would need.
Get her through the first couple months anyway.
I would have to have my laptop because there's no way I could go.
When you run out of books, you gotta write them.
I gotta write them, so there's no way that I could be without that. And oh my goodness, the third thing. I don't know. Is this show rated G?
I'm on YouTube, baby. You can say anything you want to.
Well, if I'm going to be on the space station by myself, I got to have a vibrator. You know.
That's because I told her she couldn't take the guy.
Well, you told me I couldn't take the guy, so what am I supposed to do for a year? I'm still a human.
YouTube, that's my fault. I set her up. All right, when you were a kid, where did you really want to go when you grew up? What did you see yourself being when you grew up?
I always wanted to be a writer. And
hence,
ironically, I am 49 years old, and I mean, I've been a journalist, so I've been published for many years, but I published my first fiction book last year at 48.
Awesome.
So it took me most of my life to actually bring my dream to fruition.
That's what this show is all about. Create, aspire, and inspire others to do the same. That's what we're all about. I published at 42. Again, after being a journalist and being published that way, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be Clark Kent when I grew up. Everybody else wanted to be Superman. I wanted to be Clark Kent. I did that. I had a family. My schedule was, obviously as a journalist, your schedule is, it kind of beats you up. So I came home and started writing, long form. And I thought, ooh, I like this.
Yeah.
And I get to tell stories as I make them up in my head, which not quite the same usually as telling somebody else's story. So,
sure.
However, It is. It's a great thing. So create, aspire, and inspire, and welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Kat
much.
Mizera, where are you going to be next? Where are you going? Next signing?
My next signing will be Romantic Times in Atlanta.
RT Romantic Times in Atlanta.
Yes.
You guys have seen those links in our previous webisodes from here at Book Obsessed Babes. So check out the links down below and get over there and get this signed.
Yes.
Okay? And I got the shut up card. I got the hey, we got to wrap it up card. I don't know. So I'll do it.
Okay.
But before I do, I want to thank our friends at Something Unique Magazine, the Florida Book News, Wordfire Press, Famous Faces and Funnies Comic Shop, and Space Coast Comics. These are folks who always share our videos on Facebook, on Twitter, all over the World Wide Web. And they share these great creators with sometimes people who've never heard of them, which is awesome. So we thank them for that. I'm GW Pomature. We've been hanging at the 3rd annual Book Obsessed Babes author signing event, Bo-Base Jacksonville. Thank you so much to Tyra Wiles for having us in here. We've been hanging with Kat Mizera, the author of Salvation's Inferno and other things you can find in the links. Remember, everybody, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.